Wow, what up, YouTube? How y'all living? I hope everybody's day has been going amazing. It's early to record for me, bro. It's like 11:40, literally 11:39 in the morning. I'm normally starting to record around this time p.m. though. But I want to put out two videos for y'all today. I didn't put one out yesterday. No real reason why besides just myself, cuz. But I want to jump into something that me and my cousin always say, and I want to express to y'all. One thing that I'm just jumping into it, that I understand to be successful in this life, bro, is that you have to become a professional problem solver. My bad, I'm watching this Texas-Michigan game right now. Texas just scored. Arch Manning ain't play yet, but I'm waiting on that. But as I said, though, you have to become a professional problem solver to be successful, specifically in business. And the reason I say that is because I say this all the time, bro. Whenever you working on a business, you have to literally problem solve and configure all day long around the clock. You have to understand that, yes, you may want this to be extremely perfect, this to be extremely perfect, but there's only so many hours in a day. So with that being said, you have to be able to come up with efficient ways that things are up to a standard of your liking, while also not giving so much of your attention and time and dedication to one lane or avenue of the business that you forget about the other things that you have going on around you. And it's tough, but it definitely does make it easier having a trustworthy partner, but it still is tough because eventually y'all are going to have to communicate what you guys have done, and based on time, based on opinions on things, sometimes those conversations can be harder than others. But whenever you have somebody you trust, you know that in the end, whatever decision they do pick, even if you don't necessarily 100% agree with it, they are smart enough to make a decision that you can live with and you can maneuver along the way because you are a professional problem solver. See, the thing about it is that sometimes you just have to make do with whatever you get. So what that means is that, let's say a problem occurs, okay, and we may not find an immediate solution, but maybe for the time being, the solution that we have now is okay. And shit, sometimes you may think that the solution you have is the permanent solution until another problem from that solution presents itself, and then you're back at, okay, cool, it worked, but how can we make it better? And so that being said, the decision that you may disagree with or not still may not even be the one that you guys end up going with in the end. You understand? And I learned that in like a relationship. So obviously I've told y'all a few times in the last vids that I am in one. And I think that there's a lot of that because there's a lot of talking about things that we may agree or not agree on, but it's all healthy conversation. There's never no real argument. But one thing I do like is that this is a person for the first time I'm able to freely, openly, and positively communicate with. Now that don't mean that we both don't come to points where we just stuck in our ways and stubborn on what we want. But I can say that healthy compromise, 9 out of 10, really 10 out of 10, because as of right now, never has not happened, usually is the end result of those conversations. And it's just it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And I say that to y'all because my dog calling me. I say that to y'all because it goes into the next part of this video. Becoming passionate about problem solving. See, I'm gonna speak more towards relationship and I'm gonna end it off. A matter of fact, I'm gonna just kind of go with the flow and speak more towards business. So being passionately a professional problem solver is like the remedy to this, bro, because sometimes whenever you are having so much going on, you get a sense of feeling overwhelmed. You understand? Even when you really enjoy doing something, because there's a lot going on, you can get overwhelmed. It's okay. But see, whenever you are passionate about things, whenever you see the end goal, whenever you have aligned yourself with the Most High, whenever you have developed yourself to a level of being okay with yourself and the decisions that you make, you are okay with things not always going as planned. Because anything, I literally said this quote last night and I kept messing it up. I said it today and I messed it up. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. You feel me? So what this means is that it is going to be a battle tooth and nail. You understand? It's going to be days where, I always say this, it doesn't make sense. It is going to be days where that solution you thought was permanent shows that, hey, it's not as stable, it's not as steady, it's not as strong as you had believed, and you understand you have to adjust, and that is okay. But when you are passionate about something, these types of dilemmas are fun. You can't wait for these things to come, you understand? Because you are adding more time into what you know in the end will be something forever, and that will provide not only for you, but for the people you love and care about for generations to come. See, when you passionate, you feel me, those things, those annoyances, those mishaps, those out of the blue things that happen when you got to get up and you thought you was chilling, now your whole day is flipped, you understand? Those times when you thought you was finna go out this weekend, you thought you was off, but now you got to stay in this mud 4-5 days at a time, you feel me? Those things you ready for. You wake up and like, okay, cool, it is what it is. I literally have nothing else to do. And that kind of is a sidebar, but I'm going to say quickly into why I believe that sometimes you have to leave away from your surroundings, you understand? That way you don't have anything holding you back or tying you down. And I was speaking to my significant other about we have a different viewpoint on children and things like that, and I told her, I said, that's why you the smart one, because the things that she say and how she want things to go as far as timeline just make a lot of sense based off of simply that, understanding that there are things that need to be taken care of before other things can happen, you understand? That don't mean that I don't want to kick it with my folks and spend time and do great things with y'all, but I understand that being away, you feel me, you have time to dedicate to other things in life. You have time to dedicate to this business, to this grind, to this thing that you're passionate about, and nothing else matters at this point, you understand? We can talk about it later. I'm doing this for all of us. And boom, I'm gonna kind of wrap it back into the relationship thing, bro, just because y'all get a raw exactly what I be going through, you feel me? So I say that to say that when you're passionate about these things, bro, you don't mind having disagreements, because you don't mind. Honestly, I look for him. I tell her this all the time. Like, I speak about this because it gives me a chance to understand you on a deeper level. It gives me a chance to really know more about you, son. And I think that, oh my God, that is a beautiful thing, bro. Whenever we are working through communication from a level of, or a space of, not agreeing, not understanding each other's views, not realizing why we see whatever we talking about in the light that we do, to talking through it until you come to a real solid common ground that y'all both can say, okay, cool, I don't mind moving forward with things going this way. Boom. You feel me? And it teach you a lot too. It teach you a lot about the person that you're dealing with, where they're coming from once they get to explaining why they feel the way they do, and you start to, you feel me? It's a genuine thing, cuz. Man, it's a genuine thing, bro. And that must be my cue to end this video, man. Like I said, I do be working, cuz. But long story short, passion, bro. Be passionate about the things you're doing in this life, man. I don't have much more than that to say. Through him, you're going to conquer it all. Through him, it was already done.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see